But I have a question,
Go for
Heidi.
it. Okay.
How did you get Dad to play 5 crowns?
I literally just like, I don't know. We were just eating dinner, and then all of a sudden, Dad left, and then Cameron left Tourette's, and so we were just like sitting there. And we
Was
were
it
like,
just you and Wesley?
It was just me and Wesley, Mom, Dad, and Cameron at dinner. Well, Cameron was there for like half an hour.
Yeah.
And then he left again. And so once Mom was done with like, dishes and everything, we asked if she wanted to play a game because Wesley was like, I feel bad just like eating and leaving, And I was like, well, yeah, me too, but like this is boring. And and we had like a kind of a rough day, and so anyway, we just kind of wanted to go. I kind of just wanted to go home, but then we ended up playing 5 crowns. We asked Mom if she wanted to play, and she was like, I'm always down to play 5 crowns.
I just heard that in her voice.
But then your dad is never down.
So then
apparently not never, but rarely wants to play 5 crowns.
I think it was just because it was a smaller group. I don't know. I don't know. We just sat down, and then Mom was like, do you want to play 5 crowns? And he was like, sure, I guess.
That was a spot on.
And so we played. That's a long story, but yeah, there you go.
Wow, I'm kind of like, I don't know how to feel because I'm happy that he played, but I'm also like, so he only likes to play when me and Jeff aren't there or when Nat is not there.
Yeah, wow. Ouch,
yeah,
Dad.
ouch. If you're listening, ouch.
No, Dad, I can never picture Dad listening to our podcast. One time, like, this was like months ago, but I was just like chilling on the kitchen counter at Mom and Dad's, and like I don't know where everybody was at, but it was just like me and Dad for a while, and he's like, so how's the podcast? Like, said it all like sarcastically, and I was like, it's great. And then we were just like and then he was like talking to me about these YouTube channels he follows and stuff. I was like, oh, Dad.
Oh gosh,
funny.
Yeah, no, I saw it on Be Real, and I was like, do my eyes deceive? And so that's why I was like, I wasn't paying attention to Be Real yesterday, and then today I was like, hold on, zoom in.
Yeah.
It's Phil Hall, just holding like 10 cards, not just 1 or 2.
It was so funny. Between Wesley and Dad, we were basically just like helping them win. Okay, they had the cards, right? But they just like half the time they don't really know what to do with them. Bless their hearts, we love them very much. But like they would like Wesley kept like throwing away like a low card instead of like, at the end when somebody goes out, you want to throw away the highest card so you have less points. He kept throwing away like 5s and 3s, and we're like, dude, what are you doing?
Don't throw away the 3s.
He's a ticket to ride guy.
Yeah.
What can we say?
That's where he thrives.
Even though you creamed us.
I didn't even cream you. Won by like 5 points. Anyway.
I wasn't there. Can't confirm. I can't confirm this one.
Yeah. Yeah. So we just like, by the end, me and Mom were like, well, why don't you just like just rearranged it. And they had like, with them doing it, they had like 16, 17 points. When we did it, it was like 5, 6 points. And we were like, why are we helping you?
Oh, gosh.
And Wesley ended up winning. And I was like, yeah, because I helped you. But it was fine.
So you got the assist.
I got the assist. That's
man.
true. Yeah.
It just made me laugh. I just had to talk about it because it was like an 8th wonder of the world. I was like, wow, he played a card game. Because it wasn't the dice game. That's what I was like. Yeah. He'll play that dice game. But
gosh, the dice game.
The bank, what is it?
For them, the simpler, the better, I guess. Yeah. Like, they don't want to think.
Well, he said that he doesn't like playing because he doesn't want to shuffle.
Oh, we have a shuffler.
Yes, that is the lamest excuse.
We have a shuffler that I keep there.
He didn't know that we had it.
Oh my gosh.
So he was like, well, why don't we have we should really get one of those shufflers. And Mom was like, we have one. And then he was like, we do? Well, why don't we get it out? And she was like, well, we don't need it. Because then she would just shuffle for him. He's like, I hate shuffling and I hate dealing. If I didn't have to do those things, then I will play.
Oh my goodness.
You know what?
Yeah. We've finally cracked the code, but this is stupid code,
Yeah. That is,
my gosh, because I keep that shuffler there because I play card games more often with your mom, so I thought I'll just keep it here. Anyway.
She hates that thing. You can tell every time she's like, just let
I
it
know.
shuffle.
Well, it's probably just loud, and so she's like,
Oh, I know. Mama loud noises. It's like,
I know. I wish I could like mute it. Because it goes. I'm like,
have you ever just like been listening to somebody and you just want to put them on double speed?
yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, I think I pay for Marco Polo Plus.
Oh my gosh, I am so tempted to get that all the time. Oh man.
Yeah, because like half the time they're like thinking what they're saying, and you're like, oh my gosh, just skip.
Yeah, I can gift it every 3 months, so I'll keep that in mind.
Well, and it's just like you're so used to like YouTube videos and like other podcasts, like you can double speed those, and like all the time in school too. A lecture, double speed.
If
that
the
sucker.
lecture didn't have double speed, I wouldn't watch it. It's straight up true. I would just like skip it.
It's easy, and you don't understand something, you just pause, rewind.
Yeah. On TikTok, you can double speed. I learned that recently.
What?
So
I
you
need
cannot
to learn
do
how
that
to do
on
that.
Instagram. Just want to throw that out there. Instagram.
Sometimes those TikToks be going forever, and you're like, okay, what's the point?
Literally. So like most of the time, you just catch me, and it just goes fast, and it works so well for me. I'm like, wow.
Social media tips by Kim.
Yeah, really, you should have just like your own podcast. Just
About what?
that out there. Just like on social media tips.
That's all I know.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all I need. Oh, and the captions. I know how to turn them on and off. So.
Oh, snap. Okay. Well, I don't know how to do that, so that's pretty cool. Hey, everybody. You're listening to Siscussions with Heidi, Nat, and Kim.
We're 3 sisters who talk about anything and everything while playing trivia.
We can't promise we'll always stay on topic, but we can promise we'll always be safe for work. Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Anyway, today we are going to be talking about our favorite words. Natalie is our wordsmith.
Oh, I was like,
don't put that pressure on me.
I was like, what's she gonna say about Natalie right now?
Because, like, I don't know, she just always puts things in such an elegant way.
Eloquent.
And, like,
yes.
she's very good with her words.
She's very good with her words.
And so I
That is
thought, wow, what if we just did like a word podcast where we explained our favorite words, most used words.
Oh, you did this
and
for me?
I did. I thought of you, and this is what came up.
You know what's funny? I couldn't even like think of anything. I mean, I have stuff, but like all the time, I'm like, that is a great way to put that, or like that is a great word. And then like I go to put down, words for our podcast on words, and just crickets.
Oh, same.
I'm like, what?
Like
Every
nothing
time.
comes up.
Every time. I know. Well, I was asking Wesley, I was like, so, like, what are words that I say the most? And he was like, literally. And I was like,
oh, it's because of me.
I know.
Probably.
Colton was like, you like the word freak? And I was like, he's like, it's probably because of Brazil, because they say freaky. Freaky cara. They say freaky.
That's cute.
It's funny.
cute. Yeah, and then he was like, also seriously. And I was like, okay, I'm going to stop taking this personally because, like, I feel attacked.
It's not an attack. Whoa, that was very quiet.
But he came up with this so fast. Like, he's been thinking about it.
Yeah, he
it
was like,
keeps him up at
I
night.
just
Right?
this lot, yeah.
He actually told me about it. I'm just kidding.
He's like calling you. He's like, girl,
Kim, Heidi, just
Yeah. If anything, this podcast has helped me. Maybe it even hasn't even helped me that much. I don't know. No.
Yes, no. Yes.
Is that the kombucha meme?
No, I'm pretty sure it has helped me because I've been editing. I edit all the time and rewatch the episodes, and I haven't like been dying from it. But I say like so much, and like in previous
Jump scare.
episodes, it was like all the time, and I seriously would just watch it in horror. Like nobody's gonna want to listen to this. It's just like
yeah, I mean, this podcast has humbled me. Like listening back, I'm like,
no, seriously,
make it
I'm like,
stop.
like, what am I doing?
Sometimes when I'm like just rambling, I'm like, why? Just stop! Just stop talking! Like, shut up!
For me, it's when I totally missed like social cues from you guys. I'm like, what the heck am I doing? Where am I?
You're funny.
Oh gosh. All right, who wants to go first? I guess I'll go first. Okay. So I had an eye doctor appointment right before this, and so I was thinking words, letters, eyes. What letter is not on the eye exam chart?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I know this.
What? There's a letter that's not on there?
It's like
That's true.
G or Q.
So the choices are G, C, Q, or O.
Uh-oh. Which one is it? Uh-oh. Baylor's been saying that all the time now.
Uh-oh. Does he mean it, though?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with Q. No.
Oh.
G.
No. Have you guys had an eye?
Dude,
Oh,
I
it's
haven't
been
been to the eye
forever.
doctor since I was like 13.
Yeah.
Well, must be nice having good eyes.
Yeah, we were blessed. What can we say?
Weird flex. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with G.
All right. Well, you said O?
Yeah.
It is Q. You
Darn
should
it!
stuck to
I
what
should've
you
stuck
said.
to it.
Anyway, I just thought it was a good question to ask because I was like,
Yeah.
That's the only one that's not on there?
Yeah. I checked. I actually,
Why?
I had Haley on FaceTime today, and you can ask her. I was like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Like, that's what I was doing to, like, see the whole chart. And, yeah.
Why do they just like not have Q on there?
I think it was
Did
just
like so close to O or R or
I don't know,
something?
because I was getting C and O, like, mixed up today. I was like, I think that's an O. He's like, yeah, it's an O. I was like, all right, well, it also looks like a C. And he's like, well, that's why you're here. And I'm like,
Well, duh, you got bad eyes.
No, actually, I was told to have really good eyesight in comparison to the two people he had to tell today that have a terminal illness with their eyesight and or their vision. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So he was like, you have really good eyes, like really good prescription. I'm like, thanks, I guess.
Weird flex,
but then I was
okay.
talking to Jeff about it. I was like, why would he say that? Like, if I have good eyes, why would I be here?
No,
Duh.
why would I have eyeglasses?
Why would I be wearing these if I, yeah, anyway. Moving on.
I'm still pretty sure Jeffrey needs to wear glasses.
He does.
He does,
just,
but
like,
he doesn't.
He like it's not really like a need for him, but I think when he's gonna put like a prescription that's for his eyes on his face,
He's
you
gonna
know?
realize he's been
gonna be
half
like,
blind.
Oh
his
my
whole life.
gosh, look at all those
No,
trees.
but, like, I'll like test him sometimes when we're driving at night, especially. I'm like, what does that sign say over there? Because I can't read it even with my glasses. And then he'll like read it, and I'm just
Oh,
like,
dang.
Yeah, did his eyes just like magically like get better?
Eyes change.
they say with like
so-
puberty it can fluctuate.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it could be that he started to hit puberty and it changed.
Yeah, eyesight can also change with pregnancy. So
That's
isn't
what I've
that
heard
fun?
too. Yeah, hormones.
You can't
Okay.
you can't get LASIK talk.
No
if you're, done
babies.
having babies.
That's
Just
awesome.
kidding.
Yeah. After Baylor, I have this nice little floaty always.
Oh
A
my
floaty?
gosh.
Yeah. I thought it would go away. Actually, I feel like it did go away for a while, but it's back. It's permanent.
Oh man.
I asked Mom because one day I was pregnant with Baylor, just walking with Mom. I was like, Mom, did you ever get these like floaty things in your vision? Because they just showed up when I got pregnant with Baylor. And she was like, oh yeah. And they never went away from me. And I was like, no. You're supposed to say they went away.
You're supposed to give me hope right now.
It's really annoying. It's like I see something kind of moving. I think it's a floaty in the air. No, it's my eye.
We're sitting here complaining. We're like, oh my gosh, there's a floaty in my eye, and then like our husbands are like, yeah, that
I'm like,
sucks.
bug, like get away.
Literally, I'm over here like. But how did all of you marry people that needed glasses?
I'm telling you, it's the 50%.
I don't know, because my brother and his wife both have glasses. I try to think of who else I know that they both have glasses. I don't know.
I don't know.
But have you ever seen a couple that both of them can see perfectly?
Yes.
Oh,
Who?
darn it.
Gentry and Quentin.
I literally thought them. Why did I
Really?
think them? That was so weird. They're not even my friends.
But you know of them.
I do know them.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Oh, sorry. I should probably start. that over.
Natalie, you want to go with some of your name 2 words that you use?
Okay. Well, the first one that I thought of was dag nabbit. Because I just think it's so funny. Just dag nabbit.
That's fair. That reminds me of Hannah Montana.
Yeah, I was about to
Dang
say
flabbit.
Dang flabbit. Where's my rabbit?
Dang flabbit, where's my rabbit?
I always wanted to be witty like them and be able to come up with like some like random phrase that they do, you know?
Oh my, have you guys seen that YouTuber that he tries food trends, but he just says things hilariously?
No.
He'll say things like that. He'll be like, oh, darn and true, where's my food? Like, he just like makes it rhyme. I'll have
Is he
to send
the
you
New
it.
Orleans guy? Or not New Orleans? From Louisiana?
New Orleans?
Yeah. Is he from like
Narlands?
the Louisiana guy that like makes food and he like
I think so.
and he's just very blunt and to the point, and he just says things, like. Just,
Does he like
it's
rhyme?
funny.
Does do his phrases rhyme and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Probably
It's
thinking-
really funny. He says some
Oh.
things that you're like, what? Anyway, that just reminded me. Of him.
It just makes me funny because he's like, here's the list. Don't ask me for a grocery list or something like that. Because he just like videos. He's like, here it is, and then he's also like, he's like, no, I am not making this vegan, or no, I am not making this dairy free, or whatever. So I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I'll have to send you guys some of the videos.
Yeah, please do. I always send you guys stuff.
True.
You do, it's true. The other one that I think is funny lately is just like when Cameron and Rhett say "golly." Like,
Golly.
it's just so funny, just how they say it. Golly.
Golly.
Didn't you say that you started saying "gall" because of us,
Yeah.
Jeff?
Gall. Yeah, and I catch myself saying it daily. I'm like, gall. What is that?
I think
Who am I?
some of these words, I feel like it's just who says them. Like, Jane, the Instagram influencer from Utah, how she says, "Oh my heck," and it's just so funny how she says it.
Well, like, I do know people that say it just like that. That's what makes it funny, because she's like, "Oh my heck," and people in her comments are like, "Do people actually say that?"
You're like, yeah,
yeah,
they
I know
definitely
like
do.
quite a few people that say that, and so anyway, it's just funny.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay,
That's
yep.
good. That's good. Well, Wesley's got me saying absurd.
Absurd.
Like-
That's a good
like,
one. That is
absurd.
absurd.
When he's like flabbergasted by somebody,
Absurd.
he's like, that's just completely absurd, and he's just very
I like
serious,
that.
and it got me saying it. So every time I'm like flabbergasted myself, or I'm just like frustrated, I'm like, that's just so absurd. I don't know why. I'm like, I've never said absurd a day in my life until I got married.
I like that word in Portuguese too. My companions used to say that. You say absurdo.
How cute.
Fun.
Portuguese is cute today to me.
Oh.
That never happens.
I know. I was like, what? Who are you?
I know.
Um,
Absurdo.
Another one I like to say is spicy.
What?
Yeah, you have been saying that a lot.
What is that?
Yeah. Spicy.
Come again?
So my old roommate, every time there was like something spicy or just like hot, she'd always be like, yeah, we're gonna make it spicy, and just like things like that.
Spicy.
Or when she'd like do something with her boyfriend, we'd be like, oh, spicy.
Spicy.
I just think it's hilarious. So every time she said it, it just made me laugh. So I kind of incorporated it into my own language.
I love that.
So
I love that.
yeah.
So I don't have I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't have a lot of words that I always say. I mean, I asked Jeff and I asked Haley, who both talk to me like every single day, and they couldn't come up with anything.
The more you know.
The more you know. I do say
you
that.
have been saying that. But it's
that's
like
a phrase.
Yeah, but you go through phases.
I do.
I mean, everybody kind of does.
Yeah.
But I'm like so many phases inside of my body. I'm like a Doctor Who, if you will. But anyway, the one that I had to come up with was allegedly.
Allegedly.
I do say that a
You
lot.
do. I
Like,
actually
allegedly.
can confirm.
Well, I have been saying the scream I scrumped.
Oh, that one
I
kills
think
me.
it's so funny.
That's a- and then-
Scream my scrum.
But it was true. That's how I felt in that moment. And so
Well, yeah, I told you guys can also put phrases because I didn't actually put real words on here sometimes. Like
well, I put OMG because I do say that a lot outside of like texting, and I'll say LOL or BRB or things like that. So I don't discriminate.
Sometimes I always think of Natalie when I do this because it's like, I don't know, IDK, my BFF Jill.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh
from
gosh,
that
yes.
commercial.
You and Colton both do that all the
Well,
time.
that one, you know what? That one will always have a special place in my heart because as a kid growing up, I was always at Tiff's house, and her aunt Heather was like the coolest person to us, and she would always say that. She'd be like, "IDK, my BFF Jill," and then she would always say, "What the French toast?" Just like
It's
that.
from that commercial.
Yeah,
That's why I would go with like you lint liquor. That was my like phrase that I pulled
you
from.
lit liquor.
Who you calling a cootie queen? You lint liquor. Anyway, the real ones know that
Yeah.
commercial.
Like the mouth breather.
Oh yeah, I
think
think
that's
mouth
that's
funny.
breather.
I think
Yeah.
that's so hilarious.
I know that is funny.
Anyway,
That's a good one.
Okay, Nat, back to you.
back to you.
For some reason, I've always kind of just had an affinity with the word septuagenarian.
Excuse me?
Because
One more time.
it's this giant word to describe a person in their 70s. It's like some lexicographer was just bored, and he's like, he needed to meet his quota, and he was like, all right, people in their 70s.
Well, truthfully, I think...
Sorry, that's not mine.
Sorry. Truthfully, I think that, I forget.
Truthfully, you think you forget?
Truthfully, I don't remember what I was saying because my phone distracted me. Sorry.
Okay. Happens to you a lot. It's okay. We're here for you. We're here for you. I just wish people would see or like make note of like how often you're like you start a phrase and you're like or start saying something and you're like, I forgot. And it's just like they see it form in and then leave.
Yeah. Well, it gets worse when I'm tired. And like literally I could be saying something and then it's just gone the next second.
For me, I think I'm saying it, but I'm not. And then like half of it comes out and then Colton's like waiting for me to finish. And he's like,
dude.
And I'm like,
Wesley does that all the time, but he actually like he's really good about thinking before he speaks, which is like really like, that's nice. But at the same time, it drives me nuts because I ask a question and then I have to wait for like 30 seconds before he like comes up with something.
Wait.
And I'm like, can you just like say that you're thinking so that I know that you heard me? Like just, things like that. For me, and then there's just me, I just forget words. So,
well, for me, I have too many words in my head. And so like, I'll like say it and I'll even text it out and I'm already like in the next sentence. Yeah. And so it'll just be way off. And I'm like, cool. So. Yeah.
Well,
we all have our thing, man.
We all have our thing. And that's okay.
Next trivia. Let's do it.
Okay. I feel like this trivia question is like really dumb, so I apologize, but it's what I could think of.
All right. We have to do this fast. Answer with your heart.
Okay. What is considered a large vocabulary? 5 to 15,000 words, 20 to 35,000 words, 40 to 55,000 words.
40 to 55,000 words.
Yeah, that.
It's 20 to 35.
That's a large vocabulary. I mean, that is a lot of words.
That's like, those are words that you're using every day. So like, you could have like an expanded vocabulary which is like words that you know, but you don't use.
Oh, gotcha.
But like, this is like your
everyday use.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I forget what the word is.
I just thought of the word in Portuguese. Is it the same in Spanish? Where it's like,
which one?
Cotidiano?
No.
Where it's like daily.
Or maybe that's
daily. That's how we say it.
I don't know. Everyday use.
So you have like your daily lexicon?
Like cada día?
Maybe. Use?
It's really annoying. I watched that. I finished it. I watched that Brazilian Netflix show, and all of a sudden it's happening again where
there's
a word in Portuguese just like inserts itself and kicks the English one out, and I'm like, what am I trying to say?
There was this guy that I went on a couple dates with in like high school, and he believed that could never happen. He was like, people are just making it up.
That's the thing.
Yeah, where he's like, they just start in one language and then switch to another language really quick, and he's like, I think they're just like gaining attention or something. And I was like, I really don't think so. I was like, I've seen my sister in action, and I know she's not doing it on purpose.
Some people, I will say, it does feel that way.
Yeah.
I will say that. I'm not going to let anyone slide with that. But there are, like, I have experienced that myself where, like, half the time you're thinking, or half the sentence is in English, and then you cannot think of the English word for whatever you're saying because you have like this weird mental thing where you can't even think of it in either language, and so you're just
that happens too, yeah.
Like
well, for me, it's like some things just like seem to make more sense in one language or the other,
yeah.
Or like you just had an experience with like the one phrase,
yeah.
Like I was watching the show in Portuguese, so like I was just constantly hearing phrases. So then like something happens and that phrase comes to head, So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just crazy how our brains work, man.
Yeah,
I get that.
Colton was laughing though because I had the show. I didn't have my headphones in one time, and so he was like listening to it, and he was like looking at me, and I was like, I know, because it swears all the time. But for me, for some reason, when it's like in Portuguese, it doesn't feel like
Yeah.
like swear words. It's like they're saying like dang it and stuff, but it's like really funny stuff. I don't know. It's just like it's almost funny to me. Oh my goodness. Sorry, splash zone. It's almost funny to me when they're like
Nothing.
cussing though, because I don't know. It's just the
It's
words
probably
sound
not
funny to me.
your like your
Yeah.
primary language.
But he was over there looking at me like, you don't watch stuff. I'm like, to me, it's sort of like they're saying, shoot, dang it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Dad told me he wanted to watch Ted Lasso the other day, and I was
Really?
like, "Good luck, Dad."
Your dad?
Yeah.
National Phil?
Well, he was like, I just heard so many good things about it. Like it sounds like a really good show, and I was like, it is a good show. But I was like, the language you are not gonna like.
It's British.
If I just didn't have I just pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like even in the Portuguese one, I was like, I shouldn't say it. So, because even sometimes I'm like, that just sounds like such a good thing to say right now.
No, dude, I definitely agree with that. Where you do start to pick it up, but I don't know. I guess it just works your brain to not say it. I guess I don't know.
Okay. Spanish is technically my first language that I learned, but I speak English more. But I cannot bring myself to say bad words unless I'm really ticked off or I cannot think of another word in either language. So I don't know how to because like there's words that like Mexicans say that is part of their everyday language that is considered a bad word from like what I grew up with. And so I cannot say those things because it's a bad word. I'm like, oh, I kind of like that. Anyway, so language is fun. Fun stuff.
They're pretty cool. But yeah, so anyway, I just told him to watch it on VidAngel if he could get it there.
Yeah, if you can.
So I say the word I use girl a lot.
Girl.
Like I'm always like girl.
Yeah.
You know?
And her little accent too.
I say dude a lot.
Yeah.
Nora gets so mad at me. She's like, don't call me dude. I'm Nora. I'm like, dude?
Dude, I feel like I say dude all the time.
Yeah. Well, Wesley uses it when he's upset or frustrated, when he's like, you know, like with the stupid stuff. You know, when you like drop something like 3 times as you're trying to pick it up and he's just like, dude. Makes me laugh. So I started doing it. I say dude all the time now. But I feel like that's pretty normal. I think a lot of people use the word dude.
Dude's
or
like every day.
And dude is one of those gender fluid terms.
Yeah.
Anyone could be a dude.
Yeah. Dude.
So.
You a dude. I'm a dude.
Nora is a dude.
We all dudes.
I'm going to tell her next time I see her.
Well, Cameron's a dude-y, so... My mom calls my younger brother Cameron duty as like dude, but it's like a more endearing word.
It's a cute version of it.
Yeah,
you know how you add the e on to make things cute.
Duty.
Yeah, it's like dudito.
But I thought of a turd.
Yeah. I think she uses it in both ways. I don't know.
It's like I love it in Spanish how they say ito.
Oh yeah,
and like in Portuguese it's inho, like to make things like cute. So it's like
it does make it cute.
It's like bailarito.
Stop. Bailarino. Is that how you say it? Inho?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Jump scare. Doo-doo. All right, Nat. Hit us with that trivia. Hopefully we get it right.
Okay, so it's a word. You have to guess the meaning of the word. So a lemniscate is A, another term for an eraser, B, an infinity sign, C, a lemony taste, or D, a powerful memory.
Can you spell it for me?
It's right here. You can read it. Lemniscate.
I'm going to say infinity sign.
Me too.
That just felt right.
Yeah, felt like it was something like that.
Why?
Is it right?
Are we right?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. As soon as you said it, it just like came to my chest and it opened up.
What in the world? I don't understand.
That's a good one. I know when I think I have a hard one and Kim gets it right off the bat.
I know. I'm like, ooh, and then she's just like, I already know that.
And then mine is literally what letter's not on the It's just a memory game.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Kim, you want to read off?
Well, I do say lollygag.
Lollygag.
A lot.
That's a good one.
It's a good
Dilly
word.
dally.
I did save I wrote down words that they're names of cities in Mexico that I love to say. First is Guadalajara. Guadalajara, for those that don't.
That TikTok you sent me of the kid trying to speak Spanish.
I'll have to show it to you because I've been showing it to everyone.
It is an actual historical fact. Like, I'll be like, Nora, say manzana, and she'll be like, no, never. Like they don't hear it, or I don't know. It's so funny.
It's not. Yeah, it's not getting in. And the next one I wrote down was Guanajuato.
Guanajuato.
What's the really hard one that has like the
Zacatecas?
has like the X and the T on the L?
Is that like the name?
Guayaquil. What is it?
Oh, Guayaquil? No.
Yeah, that's in. It's in Ecuador.
Yeah, Guayaquil. There's like a Mexican name that's Xochitl. That's Xochitl.
Mm-hmm.
Xochitl. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of like I don't even know how do they like think of that, but I don't know. I wrote down Guadalajara and Guanajuato.
Okay. Even I cringe at that.
Okay.
Okay, Natalie, you go.
I'll just name mine off really quick. I really didn't write that many. I really like the phrase "have your cake and eat it too." I don't know.
I like that.
I just like the idea of having your
two
cake
cakes.
and eating it because you're like you can't have it. I'm like, no, yes I can. Anyway,
or kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah,
that's a good
I
one.
kind of want to start using this because Colton reminded me the actual word that "okay" comes from. Do you guys know what it is?
No,
it's "all correct," like that.
All correct.
Yeah, and people started saying "okay." So
that's
like,
cool.
I kind of want to say that. I want to be like, "Oh, correct."
That should have been your trivia.
All correct. Yeah. Read the room.
Oh my. Anyway,
I do say that. Read the room.
I've started saying that. Okay.
Or the vibes aren't here. Or what is it?
The vibes are off.
The vibes are off.
I remember also like that's not it. That's just not it.
That's not it.
Yeah. All Greek to me. I think that one's
Oh,
funny.
I like that one too.
This is so random. I've never said this in my life, but for some reason, when I thought of favorite words, came to my mind. And how?
And
how?
It's a really old phrase that means like, yeah, that's for sure. Like, have you guys seen you've seen the movie Up?
Yeah.
In that old part where they're showing the stuff about Charles Muntz or whatever his name is, they like say he's the bee's knees and how, or like something like that.
Oh,
That's funny.
Connect that.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I
And
also just haven't seen it in a while.
bet your bottom dollar. I like
that one too.
You can bet your bottom dollar.
I'll add another one. I like Honey, I'm Home. Honey, I'm home. I do that to Jeff all the time when I come home.
Cute.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. So I like to say for real.
Yeah.
You do say
real,
that.
For real.
Girl. For real.
Yeah. And I say ugh. I remember one time I said I oof and ugh. I had said ugh or with Jeffrey in the room, and Jeff was like, "Did you just say ugh?"
I think I text ugh more than I say it.
Me too.
I text it.
I think it for sure.
It's definitely like a text word, but I brought it to life. So.
I brought it to
but
life.
like when I type it, I mean ugh.
Yeah.
Not
I
ugh.
definitely mean ugh. I'm like, ugh.
No, I'm like ugh. Like that.
I also really
Scary.
like the word wonky.
Wonky.
Ooh, wonky.
Wonky.
Have you read the book The Wonky Donkey?
No.
Oh my gosh.
You haven't? I
No.
have. It's in their collection.
I gotta send you this video. It's this grandma. She's from I think New Zealand or something. So she's already got the accent. So she's just already endearing. But she's reading this book to her grandkid for the first time. And she is just losing it. She'll be like, the wonky donkey. And she laughs so hard. It's so funny. Anyway, it's about this wonky donkey.
Oh, thanks. I would never have guessed.
No, but you should read. Maybe like let her take it home.
Okay.
Come bring it back next week.
All right. And then grr.
Yeah.
I always like grr. When I'm just, like frustrated.
I say
but
rar.
like I'm still
Rar.
okay, you know? Like it just is like a symbol of being like, ugh, that's like inconvenient. But I'm like, ugh, grr. Yeah. So anyway. All right.
I love that. Grr.
Okay. So today, I got a trivia from Wesley and came in 2 pieces. And our consequence for getting this wrong is we are going to put in a certain amount of money Not quite sure how much quite yet. But we're gonna put in money into a pool to basically give it away to somebody, to one of our listeners. So be on the lookout.
One of you.
So let's read the question. What is the only Harry Potter movie that is not in the top 100 highest grossing movies of all time? Oh my goodness, he has G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
She has all of them? Oh
He
no.
wrote all of them.
Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and The Deathly Hallows.
I'm gonna say
Part 1 and 2.
I'm gonna say Chamber of Secrets just because that's my least favorite of all of them.
It's definitely not G, because that one's like probably the highest.
Yeah.
What was it like the first one? Because it wasn't really like well known.
No, I don't feel like it would
because
be
I feel like
the
that would
first
be
one.
like, yeah, I feel like the first one.
Is it the
has-
fifth one? The fifth one doesn't.
I would say, yeah,
No,
the second or
I
the
was gonna
fifth.
say the fifth because the fifth really isn't that great. It's like I enjoy
No. The sixth one.
the sixth.
The Half Blood Prince.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
That's the one where-
I'm just going off opinion.
That's the one where Dumbledore dies.
Yeah, it's also just kind of boring. I think.
Really?
I like that. I go the most boring one to me is number 2.
You know, that's actually kind of true. Not a lot happens.
What? No, there's the spider. There's
Yeah.
the snake. There's
Forgettable.
Well, I guess that's true.
But like out of all of them,
yeah, out of
there's
all of them,
dope.
I feel like there's just more that happens than the others.
like Sorcerer's Stone has like the magic of like
Okay,
the first
Order-
part.
Order of the Phoenix though. That one's like
I don't remember that one either.
boring.
Oh, that's the one
I
where
mean,
Harry and Cho kiss. Yeah, it has to be
it
that
has
one.
umbrage. That
Yeah.
stuff going on.
I want to say E. I want to say Order of the Phoenix.
I want to say that
That's
one
what
too.
I want to say too.
That feels right here.
Okay.
So even if we're wrong, it's still
It felt
right
right.
to me.
you ready?
Come on. No,
Prisoner of
what?
Azkaban?
No,
Shut the
I
front
love that one. That's like one of my favorite ones. I love
It's
that one.
102 though, so
Yeah.
it's-
the lowest grossing.
102. Oh my goodness.
102.
Dalmatians.
No,
In like the number spot
102,
because it's not in
yeah.
the top 100.
797 million it made.
Oh my gosh.
And that was the lowest.
Oh my gosh. I love that one.
So
It's a good one.
It's a
really
good
like that
one.
too.
I'm surprised.
I don't think that one's my favorite one. Definitely. I really like the fourth one.
Me too. I think that one's my favorite.
Yeah. But that one's like everybody's favorite. You know?
That one. Then part 2.
I know the third one's always been your favorite.
Yeah, I like that one.
You're the
Uh,
Prisoner of Azkaban girl.
I used to really hate the fifth book, and then every time I read it, I like it more and more. It's really weird.
The 5th movie though, forgettable.
I don't know. It has like Dumbledore's army in it, and that one's pretty.
Oh, yeah,
that's
you're
pretty
right,
Cool,
that's
where they like sneak
true.
around.
That's true.
You're right.
That's kind of cool.
You're right.
The room of requirement.
Yeah, the room
Yeah.
of requirement itself is like a dope aspect.
cool.
You know, like
Well,
this
cool.
really cool.
I just remember Harry and Cho kissing, and I just
Yeah, you
get
just
the
like
ick.
you just block it out.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh. Anyway,
And she like kissed him because she was sad. Let's
well, we
be
got that
honest.
wrong, so that's really cool.
All right, well,
Yeah,
catch
nice.
us handing out money.
Yeah.
Probably an Amazon gift card, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Thanks for listening to Siscussions. Hit the little camera icon and follow us on Instagram at Siscussions Podcast to stay updated on all things Heidi, Nat, and Kim. And don't forget to catch us on next week's episode.